All right, let's talk about something amazing. A beloved Taiwanese snack that, well, it literally stands on its own. Yeah, forget everything you thought you knew about rice in a bowl, because we're talking about rice that stands tall.
I mean, really, who made the rule that rice has to lie flat? In the world of Taiwanese snacks, there's this one dish that completely defies gravity. And let me tell you, it is a packed tower of flavor that's just as impressive to look at as it is to eat.
So, what is this thing? It's called tube rice pudding, or dongzi mi gao in Taiwan. And it's basically a culinary magic trick. You've got all these delicious ingredients packed super tightly into this little cylinder. And then, this is the best part, it's unveiled, and all of a sudden you have this fragrant, flavorful monument sitting on your plate. It's not just food, it's a mini skyscraper.
Okay, so to really get what this dish is all about, we've got to go back in time. And funny enough, the story isn't just about the rice, it's about the container it's cooked in. It has a super fascinating history, evolving over centuries, from, whatever natural materials were lying around to modern convenient stuff.
And this journey is pretty amazing when you think about it. It tells a whole story. It started way, way back with a prototype mentioned during the Song Dynasty. Then, in agricultural Taiwan, people were just using what was all around them. Natural bamboo tubes. I mean, can you imagine the amazing fragrance that added? But then, as things modernized, they switched to sturdy, reusable metal tins. That's kind of the standard you see now. And today, in our super fast-paced world, you might even find it made in a simple paper cup. It's a dish that is truly adapted with the times.
Okay, hold on. We need to clear something up, because this is a super common mix-up. Both of these dishes use tubes, but they are totally different things. With bamboo rice, it's pretty much just plain rice cooked inside bamboo. You get a nice light fragrance, and the rice is a bit drier. But with tube rice pudding? Oh no, the rice and all the savory ingredients get steamed together inside that tube. And that's the key. That's what creates this incredibly rich, moist, and deeply integrated flavor.
So you're probably wondering, how does it get that much flavor packed in there? Well, it all comes down to a unique cooking process. You could call it a golden rule that makes sure every single grain of rice is bursting with taste before it even hits the steamer.
And I absolutely love this quote from our source material because it just nails the first step. It's not just mixing, it's a passionate love affair. The sticky rice is stir-fried first with all those aromatics, the mushrooms, the shallots, the soy sauce, and it just soaks up all that savory goodness. This is where the magic begins.
So let's walk through how this little skyscraper gets built. First, you've got that amazing flavor-infusing sauté we just talked about. Second, and this is clever, the toppings, like braised meat and maybe a slice of savory egg, they go in the bottom of the tube. That way, they end up on top. Third, the seasoned rice is added and the whole thing is steamed so all those flavors can meld together. And finally, the grand finale, the dramatic flip onto the plate, revealing that perfectly formed tower. Now, not all tube rice pudding is created equal. In Taiwan, there's a serious but, fun culinary rivalry between the northern and southern styles. Think of it as a showdown between two very distinct regional champions. First up, from the south, we have the Tainan style. You can think of this one as the refined aristocrat. It's elegant, and it's all about focusing on those high-quality, distinct toppings that are layered beautifully on top of some relatively plain steamed rice.
And in the other corner, you've got the champion from central Taiwan, specifically the Taichung Qingshui style. This is the hearty champion. It's robust, it's savory, and it's all about the flavor being cooked directly into the rice itself. It's a completely different philosophy.
This chart here just breaks it all down perfectly. I mean, just look at the rice base. Tainan's is light, right? Taichung's is dark because it's been pre-fried in soy sauce, and that changes the whole flavor profile. Tainan's style is more refreshing, it lets the toppings like fish floss and peanuts really shine. Taichung's is all about that deep, savory flavor that's integrated right into the rice. So it's the difference between distinct, layered flavors and one unified hearty taste.
But this dish is so much more than just a delicious snack. When you really start to look closer, you find these deep layers of cultural and even philosophical meaning packed right inside that tiny tube.
And this is what's really fascinating. First off, it's seen as a form of spatial art. I mean, the skill it takes to arrange so many different textures and flavors into such a tiny space is incredible. But it gets even deeper.
In a ritual context, that layered structure actually represents the earthly, that's us, reaching up to connect with the divine heavens. It's this beautiful, symbolic link between the earth and the sky, all in one small bite.
So that kind of leaves us with one final question. After seeing its history, its artistry, and its deeper meaning, is tube rice pudding just a delicious snack, or is it a delicious monument, carrying centuries of culture in every single bite? It's something to think about next time you see one. Thanks for diving into this with me.